No order list from the U.S. Supreme Court on a variety of challenges and announcing whether or not they're going to take certain cases. A lot of people watching for the Snopes case out of Maryland. It's a gun ban challenge. And why there's a lot of interest in Illinois is because the Illinois gun ban remains in effect despite a district court saying it's unconstitutional. Welcome back. Illinois in Focus on this Monday, May 12th. And indeed, every Monday for weeks, people have been going to the U.S. Supreme Court looking at the order list following a conference that happens the Friday before. And it seems now that it's been 12 weeks or so that the U.S. Supreme Court has not announced their intentions for the Snopes challenge in Maryland. This while you've got the gun ban in Illinois still being challenged, and the state of Illinois responding to the challenge in the appeals court, ultimately saying that, if you distill it down, that these weapons and these firearms the state banned are sophisticated, dangerous because they can fire rapidly. It's unprecedented societal concerns with mass shootings, and that's why the appeals court should say that the district court was wrong, that the law is unconstitutional. They also went on to talk about how the firearms and attachments that were banned are not considered quote-unquote arms, that they are considered accoutrements. So we reviewed that last week, and that's the state having to respond in the appeals court. Their rationale that they say that the state law is not unconstitutional. So the Barnett case, state has filed. We talked about that. The plaintiffs who are suing the state, who got a victory in the district court, they are set to respond next month. We don't have oral arguments set yet in that appeals court case. Once that's posted, obviously, we'll put that on the calendar, and we'll be able to tune in live for the 7th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals hearing that case. So the Barnett case still there. The district court saying it's unconstitutional. However, his ruling has been stayed, meaning put at bay, not in effect yet, as the appeal plays out. So we'll unpack all of those briefs and keep you updated as to when the appeals hearing is going to happen. But then you get to the Bevis case. The Bevis case out of Naperville was filed back in November of 2022, like a month and a half or so before the state enacted its own ban, because Robert Bevis, Law Weapons, suing the city of Naperville over the ban. That bounced all the way on preliminary grounds, all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. Then now it's back down in the district court, but the district court put a stay, putting at bay the movement of the case while the Barnett case is taken up in the appeals court. So the Bevis case stalled out. Then you get to, the issue of the Cook County gun ban that you have Cuberto Veramontes suing, and that was heard by the appeals court back in November of 2024. So that's ruling still pending on the Cook County gun ban challenge. How that's going to be impacted by the ongoing arguments being laid out in the appeals of the Barnett case, I guess we'll see. But then you get other gun ban challenges. The Schoenthal case, that's the case challenging the state law prohibiting carrying firearms in mass transit, concealed. Arguments were filed last week. We saw some of those, ultimately saying that, there is the state defending it because the state got slapped down in district court there as well. The district judge saying that banning concealed carry on mass transit is unconstitutional. Now it's in the appeals court with the state having to defend the law. And the state says that there is societal concern, and there's also analogous laws back in the day regulating weapons on trains, for instance. Well, trains weren't around in 1790, right? So we'll see how that plays out, but that's in the appeals court. They do have oral arguments set in that case for May 28th. Again, something else that's later this month. We'll be able to tap into that and hear what's going on and hear the arguments on both sides. But then you have in the appeals court also the case of a non-citizen with a gun, Herberto Cabral Flores. That case was argued at the appeals court January 22nd, so we're still waiting on that case to have some kind of resolution in the appeals court. So that's just an overview of where we're at right now with gun ban challenges at the U.S. Supreme Court and even right here in Illinois and other gun law challenges as well. But maybe if the legislature passes Senate Bill 8 requiring safe gun storage and potential loss of FOID cards if people don't report lost and stolen firearms within a designated time frame, if they pass that and enact that, I imagine we'll see another lawsuit in federal courts around that idea. So there's plenty for us to talk about here with Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Wake up with us each and every weekday morning as we bring you the latest here of what's going on in the land of Lincoln. Don't forget to get the newsletter where you get newsletters. Sign up for that at thecentersquare.com. And get this podcast where you get podcasts. Just search Illinois in Focus.